Good morning, sunshine. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day so far, or evening, depending on when you're watching this. We're going to do a general reading for the collective. It will be geared towards a love reading, but you know, it can pull in anything. It could be some things from moving to, you know, your job or whatever. So we'll just see what happens. I'm going to do an extended afterwards, so if you're interested in going further, if this is something that really you're relating to and seems like it's your reading specifically, then you can go down to the description and click on the extended to see the rest of it. I appreciate y'all being here, and I would love it if you haven't already to subscribe to my channel, like this video if you do like it, and any comments are welcome, down below. And then there's also, of course, a bell that you can click on to get notifications whenever I put out a new video. So this is a timeless love reading is what we're going to go with. I'll name it. Of course, I don't name them until after the fact because I don't always know what's going to come through. So let's get started. Let's see here. I'm going to go with this deck. If you have any questions or suggestions of videos or just general things that you want to know that you would like for me to address for you, I'd be happy to. Just, you can leave comments down below and I will answer every comment. Okay? I need you to take a couple of deep breaths. Just ground yourself a little bit. I need you to kind of use your intuition as well. I will tap into my own, but this will be something that you can use your intuition. If something feels like it is part of your reading, that's your intuition telling you that's the part that you need to be listening to. So that's very important. All right, we're going to do a past, present, and future. All right, so and this is the unconscious. This is what's coming through that you may or may not realize yourself. I've got the Page of Swords. Interesting. Usually I have a little more of a hint than that. Okay, I've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is the recent past. And I'm not doing reversals. I just do, it depends on how it ties in. Then I have the 10 of Pentacles, which is good. Now this is the recent past. And then we have the 4 of Cups. Which it looks like in the recent past you've had a cycle change for the better. The Wheel of Fortune is exactly what it sounds like. It is a cycle change, but it's also I call it the Lucky Ducky card because it is also a fortune, a positive, financially positive, a lot of ways positive. But you've also got the 10 of Pentacles, which is financial completion. And then you're just kind of sitting with it. The 4 of Cups, you can say, this guy's not moving. He's not taking the cup. He's not moving. He's just, there. All right, let's see about our present. We've got the Ace of Wands, which is a beginning. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles, where you're just watching, again, waiting for things to ripen. And then you have the Emperor. Interesting, so you may have a new beginning with a substantial person. Let's go on into the near future. And that could be somebody that you have in your life right now. Then we have a 2 of Cups, which is a love offering. Temperance, which is balance, and I see that also as your angels. You've traveled a long way to get to this point, looks like to me. And then you have the 9 of Wands. You've pursued, you've persevered. You have persevered. You've been through a lot, I believe. That's what I'm seeing with that. Okay, let's get some clarification. Let's use this deck for clarification. Now, when I go through, before I meet with you on these videos, I sage all my cards in between readings and focus in on you and what we're going to be doing, and do a little meditation prior to, but I also ask for protection over you and I from any low flying vibrations and that kind of thing. So you can feel very safe in what we're doing, and that I cover us, I guess is the right way to put it. Let's get some clarification on that Page of Swords that we have on the underline. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Justice card, and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like, you may have lost a job. You may have lost in love. You may have had a relationship that bottomed out, or had a difficult time with it over the recent times. You have coming in quickly, though, Justice, which could be if you are going through a situation where you have just gone through a legal situation. Could be a divorce, or it could be a court case of some sort. And then I see the Knight of Cups, which is also representative of emotions in love. So, this could be a failed relationship. Let's see if we can get some more to go with that. Now, the original card that we pulled was a Page of Swords, which is a truth, but it is an immature truth or a premature truth, possibly. And you've got the 6 of Wands, which is you're very pleased and proud of where you are. And I mean that the Justice card is also could be a Libra that is involved in this, or you may be a Libra. So what else we have for our unconscious? Let's see if anything else will pop out. There we go. All right, so we have the Hermit and the High Priestess, which both being quiet, where possibly you are just sitting and being quiet. I see 2 cards here of that. You've got your 4 of Cups, which again, I said, this guy's just sitting still. He's not moving. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles, where he is waiting for his crop to ripen. You have a new beginning here, and that could be, a beginning of a love relationship. But here, where I see the Hermit and the High Priestess, the High Priestess doesn't talk. It is just sitting, meditating, and going within and listening to her intuition and manifesting, what she wants. And then the Hermit, again, is doing basically the same things. So I feel like you have been doing that a lot, and that, something is coming up for you. Now, in the near future, I see that you have a love offering and balance. But I also see, like, with the Temperance card, this is an angel, and I feel like it is, you know, your angels bringing in somebody for you. Let's see what we've got with the Wheel of Fortune and the recent past, Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you've got something that came up and that you're just kind of keeping under your hat a little bit. It could be a new possibility for a business or a job opportunity, maybe a raise or a promotion. All right, so you have the World and the Three of Wands, which the World is, again, a new cycle. So you may have a couple of new cycles. It may be in your work, has been going on in your work and in your love situation. So again, like I said before, sometimes you get more than just what you're anticipating. It may not just be a love reading, but also where you have made progression in your financial situation, your job. We have the Three of Wands, which can be a anticipating and expecting situation. And that goes back to your Four of Cups where you're waiting. So let's see what else we have that comes out on that. Oh, those just jumped right on out there and into the floor. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups, which is a love card. It is a nice completion of a love card. Now you've got the Four of Swords, which is you know, you're resting. Then we have here we go with our High Priestess again. We are definitely meditating. And then you have the Eight of Swords where you kind of feel trapped, and you can notice on this card where she is tied up. She's tied up with vines, and all of those thorns are headed up, pointed away from her. So she's not hurting. It's not difficult for her to get out if she wanted to. So so I feel like you've gone through a lot recently as far as changes, life cycle changes and that kind of thing. There's another card that's flipped there. You've got the Nine of Pentacles too, which is, you know, you've got the Ten of Pentacles here. So I feel like that you have financially or success-wise have done very well for yourself. And again, that could be where you have just changed jobs and you've moved into a job that is much better for you. Okay, so there we've got the Seven of Swords. This is for the present. And in the present, I'm seeing a new beginning, possibly with this Emperor, but you're kind of waiting it out. You've got the Magician, which is you have all the tools. You have all the abilities to do what you want. You know, the ball's in your court, basically. Now, an Emperor could represent a judge, and this goes out to the collective. So it could be that this is, for some people, a divorce, and that Emperor could represent your attorney or your judge. The Emperor is a combination of the Four Kings, but without the Empress, he can be very controlling and very much in charge of whatever. That's why I say could possibly be your judge. Could also be a preacher or someone in other kinds of authority. Could be your father, as far as that goes. But with the Magician, I'm seeing the Magician is someone who is actually doing a lot of manifesting. Also has a lot of tricks, has a lot of abilities. All the tools to work with. So, you know, that could be it could be your new boss as far as that goes too. This Emperor could be. Okay, and then I've got the Temperance again, which we had in the near future. The Temperance card, which is an angel coming. And with this one, I see, the balance more so than anything else. So I feel like you're trying to find your balance so that you can move forward with a new love. Let's see what the near future looks like. All right, so we have the Five of Wands, which is someone is possibly wanting what you have. And that may be where this other card comes in as well. You probably need to kind of watch out if you're going through a divorce, particularly, that there might be someone kind of lurking and waiting to see if you make mistakes or if there's stuff that falls out of the attic. That could be used against you possibly. But otherwise, I'm seeing a love offering. I'm seeing a beginning. I'm seeing a lot of new cycles. So, I feel like that you've got the financial situation under control. You're looking for your love situation to come under control as well. Now, I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, which is also feeling stuck. And again, feeling like, you don't have a lot of options, but really you do have a lot of options. You've got to realize once you get past all this, you're going to find your King of Pentacles. So, see, and the King of Pentacles can be a person. It can be your financial success, but I feel like it's a person in this case. That's just what my intuition is telling me. You have to take what is yours and leave the rest. Some of this may apply to you, some of it may not. But I'm feeling like there is in the near future a person, and again, this King of Pentacles can represent female or male. So if you're a man, this would represent a female for you. It's just a male energy. So, but you are feeling trapped or you're feeling stuck, and you're wanting to kind of step out of where you are to go to the next level. Of course, you have some things to get through before that can happen, and there may be some things you need to kind of shift out, balance out, pain or prior situations. It could go all the way back to your childhood, but I feel like there are some relationships that were very painful for you, and that you need to go through and kind of feel the pain. Instead of just sticking it back in the back of your mind, tucking it away, you need to actually feel those feelings. Cry if you need to cry, yell if you need to yell, laugh, dance, whatever. Feel those feelings, and using the part of your brain that you dance and listen to music with somehow brings out some of these emotions and helps you get through. But let's see if we can get some advice from your higher self, your guides, your higher self, okay? Your angels. You have a guides specifically, but you also have angels, which could be your family members who've passed on, who are watching out after you. Your higher self being you in a different dimension that is looking down and knows all the answers. It's within you already. This is just a way of pulling it out so that you can kind of see what the intention is there that you had for yourself. All right, so you've got the Six of Cups, which is, again, a love offering as well. Then you have the Tower, which tells me that, yes, there may be a divorce, have been a divorce in the situation now, but you're still moving forward. Now, the Tower being, it's an ending, but it is a boom, fast ending, so, or a fast change. So it could be a previous situation that has just boomed on you. It has just blown up fast for you. Let's see if we can get some more advice, a continued situation here. Okay, we've got the Temperance again. That's number 3. That's 3 times. You need to be listening and watching for signs from your angels and getting your balance. Because this is 3 times. This is telling me your angels are talking to you. You're not hearing them. You need to be, there's a little voice you hear, not audible voice, but it's like when you're driving down the road and you get the feeling of, I need to change lanes. You need to change lanes. That's your angels saying, hey, change lanes, change lanes. You need to change lanes now. There's something dangerous up ahead. I'm trying to save you. Change lanes, change lanes. Don't ignore that. And the more you do that, the more you respond to it, the more you're going to hear it. And they're doing the same thing in your relationships, in your jobs, other things. They're trying to help you get through this. And they love you. These are people who have passed on, maybe your grandparents, your parents, your brother, your sister, your whatever. And it can be even further back. It could be friends. It could be other situations. But you also have angels that are assigned to you and guides. So, don't be afraid to try it. And if you're like doubting it or whatever, just see. I mean, you may be surprised. Then you've got the 3 of Cups again. And I think we had that. And we had the 3 of Wands. There may have been a third party involved in your divorce situation, because I'm seeing a couple of 3s, not always meaning that. And then here again is this 4 of Cups, where you were just sitting, just being still, which is not a bad thing. It just means you're not moving. And then you have the Death card, which is not, doesn't mean anything terrible. It just means you've got an ending. Let's see what else we've got. Whoop. And we've got the 7 of Cups, which is that you have many options. And this in love is great because you have a lot of people waiting for you to be free, to be able to be interested in, or people that you're interested in. You have a lot of options for people or situations. So that's what that was. Okay, and you've got the Hermit. There's some light shining on some truths. I feel like we've seen the Hermit twice too. But I feel like it is some light shining on some situations, maybe for your divorce, maybe just for a new relationship, that are like, maybe you're like, I never thought about that person for a relationship. But that would be awesome, I never thought they would be interested or whatever, Let's see what else we've got here. Advice for this reading. That's what that one was. All right, we've got the King of Wands. The King of Wands could be a person that is one of those many choices, or it could be the choice. We've got the King of Pentacles and we've got the King of Wands in this reading. So what else we have? Shining the light, and I feel like that's that person I was just describing that maybe you didn't think would be a possibility. So open yourself up a little bit. You may be, I'm sure if you've just gone through a divorce, it is not something that you might want to get back into, but it could be your first relationship, your first bout with dating in a long time. All right, and then I see, okay, I've got the 2 of Swords, which is a crossroads or a choice that you need to make of whether or not to date. And whatever it is happening very quickly, and the communication is there. So I feel like that you're good. I do feel like you need to, maybe you need to rest a little bit. But if not, I just feel like you need to get up and go. You need to get up and just do, whether it's going out with friends or something else. I do feel like that you need to definitely not just sit around and wait and hope something happens. Just get up and go ahead and have some fun. I mean, we're here to have fun. We're not here just to go through these hardships and not enjoy our lives. That's part of it. And you've got some new beginnings, some new cycles. It's not just beginnings, not just little beginnings. We're talking about some major. I mean, you have this the Wheel of Fortune, and you have a World card and the Tower. Those are major cycles that you are changing. So I mean, I feel like this is a major change in your life, and you may have gone through an awakening, which brought on, when you start going through an awakening, it starts bringing on a lot of changes in your life, because you have to kind of break away from some old things and bring in some new things. So, I mean, sometimes, you have to have a fresh start. I know it happens with a lot of people who are going through it. It did for me. Let's see what this one is. Okay, and you're going to be happy. That's the Sunshine card. The Sun card. This is my favorite card, I think, in the decks. All of the decks. But that represents your happiness. You are going to come out of this smelling like a rose. I mean, that just confirms everything that we have said up to this time, up to this moment, has been about getting you to this point of being happy. So, and this represents a Leo also. So you may be a Leo. It may be referring to someone else who's a Leo that you're interested in. Regardless, I am going to continue this on the extended. There's a link down below, so you can click on that to go on to the extended and find out more. If this pertains to you, if you feel like this is something that is like dead on for you, then you can go down, click on, and go forward with it. I have other links below. If you're interested in any of those, I would love to hear further from you in the comments. And if you want to do the extended, I'll pull some oracle cards for you in the extended and clarify a couple more things on this. So I hope this helped you. And again, I would love to know what you think. Your comments are very important to me. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to address those. And I do look at every comment. So, all right. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching.